do something different, you know, make yourself a name. You know, and it's not so much about attaining success, because anybody can be a one-hit wonder. It's maintaining success, like the Ramones did, like you have.
Right.
Even though you took your break, people never forgot about you. People never stopped loving them. You know what I mean?
Yes, so.
You know, I remembered you, and you know, I get through my surgeries and I'm going, I gotta get a hold of Richie. Remember? I gotta get a hold of Richie. Richie's gotta lead this soundtrack. And so then boom, I shot the email off and he said yes, and that's good vibes, you know, good times.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but you guys didn't really self-mythologize. You didn't need to. You guys kind of like blew up, you know, sky high on your own. Just the whole idea, the whole theory behind the Ramones.
Right. And it was, you know, the big part of the Ramones was the fans, you know, being loyal to the fans, you know, big part, you know, like a cult following. The fans were never sell millions of records, but to assure millions of fans. You know what I'm saying?
Worldwide.
Right.
That's for sure.
Hardcore, you know everything. They know what you eat for breakfast. They know, you know.
How many bands got to walk on the Berlin Wall?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I remember standing next to that thing.
I know, I saw
We did
it.
a show right next to it.
I saw that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It got, you know, it was sold out, and it was like
Incredible.
a lot of crazy stuff going on. It's kind of scary, but you know.
Not if you're around security, it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great. I mean, all the different the world tours that you did, just amazing, Richie. And I'm so glad you're back, you know, ready to just let it pour out and give it your all,
Right.
you know. Because it's not so much, like I said, it's not attaining, it's maintaining. And
Right.
you've done that, even though you took your break. We all have, though. We've all had to take our breaks, you know, and find something that our muse, so to speak, you know, whether it's a thing, an item, or an idea, you know, or a person, you know, to help that influence that creativity, you know, and I need that stimulation, you know, I mean, we all do after 40 years, you know.
Yeah, sometimes when you stop for a while, when I stopped for years, then there was something inside me and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And it was like I had to come back because stuff had to come out of me.
Exactly, exactly. You know, I started almost like taking it out in relationships, you know, and I didn't know why I was like that. And then I got back into the business again, you know, working with Teenage Head and those guys up north, you know, and it was just, my life was complete then, you know. It was like that's what I was meant to do. I was meant to promote, I was meant to road tour manage, you know. I was meant to work in the studio. You know, so many different aspects of the music business I've worked in, that's what I was meant to do. I mean, I can't be a car salesman, you know what I'm saying? Well, I probably could if I had to, but it's not where my heart is.
Forget those guys. You got to go to school to be one of them. They're all the same. I don't know. There must be a car salesman school, you know, where you got to like, you argue and then you leave, then they call you back, then you leave again, you know. They're all the same. I've never met like just a regular person doing that, you know.
No,
it's really, there must be like a training class for that. I don't know.
They do. They actually train you the first time the person says no. They train you for a rebuttal on the first, second, third no's.
Okay.
That's how they do it. So they're prepared. They got their comebacks. So recently you were in Dublin and you did some recording. Want to mention the project?
Yeah, the first, you know, they're called the Gobshites. They're out of Boston. Bunch of Irish guys, and in fact, Pete, the singer, you know, he was in a band called Meet the Press back in the day. They were a punk band, and then they broke off into this, which is very popular, this Irish punk stuff going on. And I've never played that kind of music, and I remember years ago they did a cover of Somebody Put Something in My Drink, one of the songs I wrote, and it was so amazing. And then who would know, like a few years later he contacts me and We go over there, we cut 18 tracks in Dublin in 3 days.
Sweet.
And it sounds really good. We actually did Drink Again, and I do a duet with him singing, and looking forward to that record sometime next year too.
Perfect.
Very interesting. The Irish drumming is a little different, a lot of toms, and but it really came out sounding good. And that, you know, Dublin's just a party town, you know. I mean, the Guinness was so delicious there. I mean, kids, you know, yelling in the streets at 3, 4 in the morning. You can't get away with that now, but the pub's packed, and, you know, we're at this place called Temple Bar. That was the area of town. It was really, really amazing. Had a wonderful time there. So, I'm looking forward to that, definitely.
Well, it's so good to see you again, Richie, and you know, I think your work is really important. You know, what you're doing, getting it out there. You know, so many people love you and loved your work, you know, and are waiting to hear something new.
Right.
Well, we're waiting for the Richie Ramone invasion. 2012, Richie Ramone.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you all for watching. And Richie, do you want to say anything to the fans before we leave?
The fans are great. We're going to have a good time. 2012, big year.
2012, the year of Richie Ramone and Jim Rose.
Peace.
Peace.
Good deal.